actually listing for. And I'm like, oh, wow.
That's where those sites can be very, very problematic.
Yeah.
Haroon, can you scroll down a little bit? I want to go over the 10 states of the hardest hit. There you go. Yeah, perfect. So there are a number of states here that are really impacted, and you're going to hear some of them. Number 1, Louisiana, right? Number 2, Mississippi. Number 3, Kentucky. 4, Arkansas. 5, Iowa. 6, North Dakota. 7, Oklahoma. West Virginia, Illinois, and Missouri. So, again, very Midwestern focused, or center of the country, really. And I just sold a property in the Midwest. I can tell you there's absolutely cracks that are showing in Oklahoma.
Right.
Just like this right now. So as somebody who's kind of in the space and done this, I can tell you without question, this is a real intangible thing that me as an investor is seeing firsthand on the ground.
So, and based on that list, I think number 1 on that list had a 10% decline.
Yeah,
okay.
Over 10%.
Over 10%, right? And given what you've seen in the past and what you just mentioned earlier, that begins to trickle outwards.
Yeah.
Right? Now, we also know properties like in the Midwest, we just said don't fluctuate as much on the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
So if it does trickle outwards, I would expect even bigger fluctuations.
It really depends. The larger MSAs, the more people, it could be different. Haroon, could you do me a favor real quick? We are roasting in here, and I don't think we want to die of heat exhaustion. Could you flip the AC switch on?
You got it, bud.
You're a little toasty, right?
I mean, it's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little.
The lights are on.
It's a little hot. A little hot to it?
Hot to it? Bring it back.
While he's doing that, so the Kobeissi Letter, obviously one of our favorite follows on X. Just in, U.S. mortgage applications have dropped by 17% over the last week, the most since April of 2020. At the same time, the refinancing index fell by 26.3%, posting the biggest decline since March of 2020. These are big numbers. And I want you to keep the perspective of dropping the most since April of 2020 and dropping the biggest decline since March of 2020. Those 2020 dates will come back and be relevant here shortly.
I mean, that was the beginning of something pretty big that I can remember.
Yeah. This comes after mortgage rates have increased for the 3rd straight week, right? We said on the show we didn't expect mortgage rates to go down. We expected them to go up. The 10-year bond, 10-year treasuries now has hit over 4%. It's like 4.09 as of today. And again, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. But we said that mortgage rates were going to rise. This is the 3rd straight week of them rising. Just to further hit home the point, my favorite point of all time, we were right. Yeah. You know.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You ain't wrong when you're right, brother.
We know what we're talking about.
But more importantly, with the 30-year fixed rate reaching a 6.52%, the highest since August. On top of that, the mortgage purchase applications record is recorded its worst September since 1994. As a result, the mortgage demand index is down 60% since January of 2021 peak and sits at near the lowest level in 29 years. Mortgage demand is, in fact, collapsing.
Okay, so let me ask you. So
look at that chart.
Look at that. I know.
Haroon, chart work is on 100,000 today.
Yeah, he's on point. Both of you guys sharp today. Look at you.
Coming in, he's Razor Ramon, brother.
I had a good night's rest.
13 hours.
Razor Ramon, look at you. You're the same guy that says, I don't have time for...
What's wrestling?
Yeah, what's wrestling? I don't watch WWF.
No. So I'll tell you exactly how I got here, okay?